are you? Welcome to my channel. If you happen to be new here, my name is Tammy, and today I am at the Cabana Bay Beach Resort here in Orlando, Florida. I'm here on vacation with my family. I have my husband and 4 kids here as well. So this hotel room sleeps 6, which is awesome because honestly with a larger family, sometimes it's hard to find a good hotel room that is budget friendly, that sleeps as many people as we need to sleep in it. So I'm gonna give you guys a tour around the place and just kind of show you what the hotel room here looks like and just kind of what amenities and stuff they have around the hotel. And I'll also be showing you a little bit of our vacation at Universal Resorts. We're going to Volcano Bay, we're going to Islands of Adventure and Universal, as well as a day at Disney. We're gonna go see Star Wars. So in any case, this is so exciting for us to be here, and I just thought it would be fun to show you guys around the place, so I'll get to that now. So starting here in the living room, as you can see, it's a very retro, which I love. When we came in here, Katie said that it reminded her of the Jetsons, and yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it's like. So here we have the TV. This bed will fold out into a double bed, so we got 2 people that can sleep there. And then there's 2 drawers here as well, so we have 2 people in the top drawer, 1 person in the bottom drawer. And yeah, it's just like a really nice little family room that we can hang out in, and so it gives a little bit more room and privacy compared to just having 2 beds that are in the back. And then right beside the living room, we have the kitchen. There's 2 stools here. It has this little peninsula that comes out in a very retro style. My goodness, I love this room. It's so cute. It comes with a fridge, and we did bring some of our own groceries in because the food can be a little bit expensive if you're constantly getting snacks. So that was one way that we were able to get it a little bit cheaper. So we used to have a lot more food up here, but we're getting to the end of our trip, so we've eaten a lot of it. But that is one thing that you can do, is bring in your own food if you don't want to spend an arm and a leg on snacks, because we're here for 10 days, so you know, it can add up. All right, so over here they have a coffee maker, and it's these like really little cute things. They have decaf and regular coffee, and you just pop that in here and it makes an individual cup of coffee. They also supply you with some cream and sugar for your coffee if you want it. Then there's the coffee cups and just some regular cups. Over here we have the ice bucket. The ice is just down the hall. The countertops here are really nice. I think they're kind of like granite or something, I'm not sure, but it has an undermount sink. And over here, I just want to show you, I have a bunch of water bottles because when we went to the theme parks, you know, you can spend an arm and a leg just on buying water. So we just brought our own water bottles, and that saved us a lot. This is also from the theme parks where you like buy it for the day, and then like it's so much to fill it up, and we just got one of these, and then if you want to reactivate it, then it's like a little bit cheaper, so you can just bring it back to the park each day. But the best value is this one over here. So this one we got right on the resort. It was $18.99, and it's like a to-go cup, but you can refill this as many times as you want with coffee or pop or what else? Oh, it's slushies. You can put slushies in here, and you can refill it for the whole time that you're here for that price. So for $18.99, we got to refill this for 10 days. So we got 2 of those. I thought those were a really great deal, and I figure afterwards I can bring this home and use it for a to-go cup for my coffee, so I'm not wasting it or anything. So let's put that over there. Anyways, that one was a much better deal than the ones at the parks. All right, so now you can see the whole kitchen area. There's a garbage under there, by the way. That's where we got our shoes. There's the front door, so you just come all the way around here. We got the living room, and then I'll bring you over into the bedrooms. So we got 2 queen beds here, and also see the little owls. My girls got those for Harry Potter. We got Hedwig and Pidwidgeon, I think that's their names. So they got some of those things from Harry Potter World. They also got a wand each. These are for my 2 younger girls, and the cool thing about these is that they're interactive. So I'm just gonna open this up for you in a second. So here are the interactive wands that Carly and Clara got. They can interact with Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade at Universal, and they can like swish their wands and do a little trick, and then it makes things in the window do little magic things, which is really cool. These were a little bit pricey, but I don't know, we kind of splurged on them, and the girls can take them home afterwards and have lots of fun with them. So Clara got the Seraphina Pickery wand. I believe that's from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And then this wand is Ginny Weasley's, and this is the one that Carly got. They were all out of Hermione, which is the one that she really wanted, but I think she's really happy with that one, and they're just super cool, so I wanted to show you that. Okay, so I got the wands put away. I'll show you the rest. So there's this little side table in the middle. The one complaint I guess I would have about this room is that if you're on this side, you don't have a side table or anything. So if you have like a drink or something, then you have nowhere to put it down. So that was, you know, slightly annoying, but other than that, I'm really happy with the room. It has some really cool retro art on the wall. Over here, there's 2 more drawers, so we put, you know, 2 people on the top, 1 person on the bottom, so everybody was able to either have their own drawer or share a drawer. So I'll just show you around this way. We got the window over there, and I guess I'll show you the view. It's not that exciting, it's the parking lot. Now, at first, when I thought, ooh, we have a parking lot view, that's not that great, maybe I should ask for something on the other side. But then I realized we actually have a lot of privacy that way, so I was like, whatever. All right, over here we have another TV, and this door over here, oh, I'm just all over the place. This door shuts so that if somebody is watching TV over there and somebody in here wants to watch TV, then we have a little bit of privacy. It's also a soft close, as you saw right there. Now I'll bring you over into the washroom area. So we have some towels that they store down there. They got some drawers, which were nice for storing our toothbrushes. And again, the granite countertops. Got this nice retro mirror here. And I love this part. The toilet is separate from the shower and from another sink, because when there's someone going to the bathroom and there's someone having a shower, like, people can do it all at once, and then someone else can be brushing their teeth. And when you have a very large family like we do, this is nice to have the separation. So yeah, there's a water closet over here, and then over here is the shower, and we got an extra sink in here. And then this is the tub. Nothing too exciting, but you know, it's a tub. It also has one of these things right here. You can like pull it out, and then you can hang your swimsuits on it, because they do have a pool here. So we often have swimsuits hanging around. All right, so coming from the shower, back out around, I'll show you the closet over here. So you can hang stuff up. We just have all of our towels hung here. So we did bring towels because at Volcano Bay you have to rent them, but here at the hotel we weren't really using them because the hotel provides towels for downstairs. So anyways, if you're going to Volcano Bay though, you might want to consider bringing some towels, because otherwise you have to pay for them. Okay, so down here we just have all of our suitcases. This is just some extra pillows and blankets for when we pull out the couch. They also have an iron, and they have a safe, which is really nice. So if you have like your passports or your wallets that you're leaving behind, then you don't have to worry, you can just lock that up. It's free to use. And then there's also an ironing board. I never iron at home, so why would I iron on vacation? But you know, some people might. So that is the end of the tour of the room, and I will take you guys outside and show you around the resort a little bit. So they have these beautiful walking paths that are surrounding the pool. The building that we were staying in was called the Continental, and it had an interior entrance suite, which means that we had the hallways and the elevators to go on, and on the other side of the hotel they had exterior entry suites, and those were surrounding the pool with the water slide. But we had the lazy river here, and it is so beautiful with those rocks. We also had the larger hot tub on this side, and on both of the sides actually they had these little sand areas areas where the kids could come and play games, and my kids had a lot of fun playing ping pong here. Alright, so I'll take you back onto these pathways. Everything is really beautiful. There was a lot of vegetation. They have this fire pit that you can actually cook s'mores over, and they sell the s'more kits inside. They have this diner here where you can get all sorts of food. Everything is super retro looking, and I love that. Also, Starbucks. It's a little bit more expensive than your average Starbucks, but it was really nice to have there. They also had a gift shop which sells all sorts of items, but I'm just showing you the Harry Potter section because it was my favorite. They sold a lot of the same items that you could find in the theme park, and the prices were exactly the same. Alright, moving on to the lobby, they had a little bar here, and then you're also seeing the gift shop from this angle. There was a little counter where you could book tickets to theme parks, and then this is the check-in area. Going through the doors, this is the other pool with the water slide, and it's surrounded by 3 more buildings. They have a little poolside restaurant here, and I should mention there was also a restaurant at the other pool as well. As you can see, my daughter Clara just went down the slide and she was wearing a life jacket. They did provide life jackets here, which was really nice so that I didn't have to worry about her drowning, and she had so much fun swimming in that pool. There was also a lot of wildlife, squirrels, ducks. These ducks were super friendly, and my kids even managed to find a little baby lizard. So one of the perks to staying at the Cabana Bay Beach Resort is that you have exclusive direct access to Volcano Bay. Normally you have to take a bus over to Volcano Bay, but because you stay here and it is right next to it, you can just take this path right over, and you can even come back and forth if you need to change or do anything. It's super nice, and you get a 1 hour early access as well. When you enter Volcano Bay, they give you a tapu tapu, which is a waterproof wristband, and you use this to hold your place in line for a water slide, so you don't have to physically wait in line, and you can do other things like play in the wave pool, relax on the beach, go grab something to eat, and then it'll notify you when it's your turn to go into the line, so at your leisure you can find that water slide again, and that way you're not spending all day waiting in lines, because some of the lines were quite long and the wait time was over an hour, but at least you could go and do something else instead of just standing there for an entire hour. So Clara was too small to go on most of the water slides, but they did have a fabulous kids water park that had water slides and a splash park, so she had a lot of fun in here. As we're walking around the water park, you can see the backside of the volcano and all the water slides, as well as the lazy river. They had 2 separate lazy rivers. One of them you had to wear life jackets for, and the other one you just used a tube. We loved the one with the life jackets, by the way, because it was really fast, and even Clara could go on that. And the best part was that you didn't have to wait in line for it. Alright, so we're grabbing some lunch here. The kids all wanted burgers, and I went to a separate place and got some tacos. Our family definitely enjoyed our time here at Volcano Bay. So now it is the next day, and although we spent most of our vacation days at the Universal parks, we couldn't go to Florida without spending at least one day at Disney World and visiting Star Wars. We are all huge Star Wars fans, so it was so neat to see the Millennium Falcon and go on some of the amazing rides. This one was called Galaxy's Edge. Our whole family of 6 was able to go in, and you're in this little pod that makes it feel like you're in the Millennium Falcon. We had 2 pilots, 2 shooters, and 2 engineers, and they did an incredible job making it feel like you were falling and flying, and my kids had so much fun on this one. Next, we went to Rise of the Resistance. This one was definitely our favorite. It was absolutely spectacular. In fact, we didn't even get footage of some of the more awe-inspiring areas of this ride, but it was a lot of fun. After Star Wars, we headed to the Toy Story area and waited a very long time in line, but we finally got on the Slinky Dog roller coaster, and I'll admit it was a pretty fun roller coaster, especially considering that Clara was big enough to go on it. We also managed to see at least one Disney princess before we left by watching the Beauty and the Beast play. Now I'll show you our days at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. You start off by going through Universal City Walk to get to either park, and this is where they have all of the restaurants. So we had a park hopper pass, so we could easily go from park to park within the same day, but I'm going to start off by showing you Universal Studios. Some of our favorite rides here were the Minions, E.T., The Fast and the Furious, Men in Black, and of course, Diagon Alley. Over in Islands of Adventure, other than Hogsmeade, by far our favorite place was Jurassic World. This was one of my favorite rides, and my daughter, my 5-year-old, she absolutely loves dinosaurs, so this was so exciting for her, and it was absolutely an amazing ride. And at the end you have like this giant T-Rex that feels like it's about to eat you, and then there's a huge drop and you get a little bit wet. It just has everything in this ride, and I absolutely loved it.
When is the drop, you have to put away your phone, right?
Yeah.
It's Hadrosaur Cove.
Yeah, I'll put it away here in a second. Where's the dinosaur? They also had Camp Jurassic, which was this huge play structure, and there was also these water squirting stations. As you can see here, my son is trying to get me wet, so I am backing up a bit, but anyways, it's a lot of fun for the kids, and it's just so interesting even just to walk through. I mean, what other place has this kind of play structure that just looks like you're going through caves and there's waterfalls? Anyways, I was super impressed with it. After this, we got to go do a meet and greet with a baby raptor, and although some little girls would be very excited to meet a Disney princess, my daughter was so much more excited to meet a baby dinosaur, and she was absolutely thrilled. This is just one of those really special moments, and I'm so glad that I was able to capture it on video.
Alberta, very good. Welcome. Hi, what's your name? Oh, this is Sierra. Oh, she's watching you right now. I think she likes your glasses. Yeah, they're very pretty. I know. You want to take them though, don't you? She loves to take glasses and hats and things like that. Just hides them, breaks them. We won't let her do that, all right? She's a really nice glasses. Very good. Have you guys had a good time so far? Excellent. How about we get a picture now that she's nice and calm? Look up, Sierra. No, leave her alone. Hey, no, you're not taking her glasses. Relax. Alright, guys.
I saved the best for last, and we are now entering Diagon Alley through the brick wall, and I was lucky enough to catch on camera the dragon on top of the bank breathing fire. We found this wanted poster in Nocturne Alley, and you can't tell me that that does not look so real. It is just exactly like magic. We stopped at the pet store where my daughters adopted 2 baby owls, and after that we headed to the Leaky Cauldron for lunch. Now, one thing I need to say is that Universal Studios was so good about getting people through. When we were lining up for the Leaky Cauldron, we were actually not in line for that long. They were so efficient, and they were able to get so many people into that restaurant and get their food fairly quickly. Now, when we went to Disney World, you could not get a reservation anywhere. Everywhere was booked up, and it was just so much easier to have a good dining experience at Universal Studio Parks. We are now saying goodbye to Diagon Alley and hopping on the Hogwarts Express over to Hogsmeade. Now, you do need a park hopper pass in order to take the train because it goes between the 2 parks. This was a very neat experience because when you look through the window, it's actually a screen, and it looks like you're looking into the world of Harry Potter. So although Diagon Alley was amazing in and of itself, by far Hogsmeade is my favorite place in Florida. This just brought out the magic. I just felt like I was stepping into the wizarding world, and I just loved just looking around at the windows, and it just felt like you were there, like you were part of the movies and part of the books. And one of my favorite things here was the butterbeer. I did not know what butterbeer would taste like, but when I tasted it, it tasted exactly how I thought it would taste, and I was so impressed with it. I really got to look up a recipe and try and recreate that at home because it was an experience and honestly one of my favorite parts of our trip. Okay, so now we are in line for Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, and the lineup itself was an experience. You got to go through the castle, you got to see Dumbledore's office, and the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom where there was this huge dragon skeleton above you, and it felt like it was snowing on you at parts, although I think it was just bubbles, but it looked like snow. And we took Clara with us through the lineup, even though she wasn't big enough to go on the ride, just so that she could experience the magic of seeing the pictures moving and the whole tour through the castle. After the castle, we headed to Flight of the Hippogriff. You can see Buckbeak peeking through the branches here, and this was a roller coaster that Clara was big enough to go on, so it's great that they had at least one Harry Potter ride that she could experience. The last ride that I'm going to show you is my favorite ride in all of the parks combined, and that is Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. Although Clara was not big enough to go on this ride, one of the perks of having a child that's not big enough is that the parents have to take turns watching her, and so my older kids were able to do the child swap and go on the ride twice, once with my husband and once with me.
Wingardium Leviosa! Hagrid's asked me to duplicate Sirius Black's motorbike to take... Ow! Put me down! Don't go back! see. Oh, fine. No. Group in there.
Another very cool thing about Harry Potter World was that we purchased wands for my younger two girls, and they were actually able to do some magic tricks in the windows. The spells are engraved into the ground, and you need an interactive wand for them to work. We finished off the last day of our vacation by watching a spectacular light show at the Hogwarts Castle. This was the perfect ending to the most magical vacation we could ever imagine.